Oh, that's really interesting. So you would kind of separate magic a little bit from law of attraction.
Yes. Um, I would separate creative visualization, which is something that the human being does and creates,
Mhm.
from witchcraft and sorcery, which is, in its strict sense, it is working with supernatural entities, even though they're not supernatural, they're interdimensional. They're just bound to a different set of rules than we are. So from our perspective, it looks supernatural what they're able to do, and such as we would look supernatural to a two-dimensional being. I mean, if you were to imagine a being that lives in two dimensions, that is only able to perceive two dimensions, it would live here, right? And for it to cross from here to there, it would take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it could only travel like this, right? Whereas we, in the third dimension, we can just do this, boom, and we're there instantaneously. You see? So, in a similar sense, what they're able to do looks godlike to us, and it's like, oh, incredible. But they're not all powerful. They're just way more powerful than us. They're just they're just uh, they're just ruled by a different rule set, which makes ironically makes the sorcerer having power, lets the sorcerer have power over the demons. That's the only reason why they listen to you, right? You understand you understand how those occult universes work. You understand the power of symbols and sacred geometry, and based on that, you're able to not only call the spirit into this world for a short amount of time, but you can actually contractually force the demon to do what it is that you want it to do. That's called the ligatio in in a classical sense. And yeah, so that's really what it is. Law of attraction is something that we all can use. You've been on my meditation class yesterday, right? So this is something where you can use your own mind to cause changes. However, the things that a demon can do for you are just way more powerful, much faster manifested. And I don't know, if you have 10 years of sitting down and meditating on something, that's great. However, I don't want to wait for 10 years. I want to be able to call a demon and make it happen within 7 to 10 days.
Yeah, I can understand that. And as you were saying that, I'm kind of thinking about my own journey and the things that I used to think were magic. So you could walk into like an occult shop and buy, say, like a candle. So would you consider that more like law of attraction manifestation than magic, even though it's technically, say you're using they call it candle magic or spells?
It's still your own mind that's doing the work. The candle has no magic. The magic in this case is the candle, the candle flame in that case serves two purposes. Number one, it stimulates your third eye, because if you use that's a technique called tratak in certain yoga traditions. There's a meditation where you look at a flame and allow that to stimulate your eyes, and through that the pineal gland can be stimulated. That's definitely something that is possible. And then on top of that, it allows you a focal point. It allows your mind to focus on one point. Magic, or not magic, but law of attraction and using your own visualization powers to manifest things is always dependent on you using the energy that is in your subconscious, right? Such as an example would be the difference between a light bulb and a laser beam. We're constantly emitting energy, right? And that energy is very unfocused. When you're using the law of attraction, you want to get really good at that. You would have to focus all of the energy down on one frequency or one intention, which is the difference between a laser beam and a light bulb. And a laser beam can cut through steel. A light bulb can lighten up a room. It's the same amount of energy, but it's focused. You see, it's also with a punch, right? The punch is powerful because not because there's so much force behind it, but because the punch lands on one small surface. You know, that's what makes it powerful. So focus is definitely power, right? So this is, by the way, also the reason why most people can neither use the law of attraction or magic. They can't focus their own energies in their own mind, right? But in order to be able to focus the mind, or the subconscious mind, the energies that are stuck in the subconscious mind, we need to usually distract the conscious mind, and then we gain access to the subconscious energies. And that's why the focal point is so important. So the candle spell, usually, yeah, I mean, it still relies on your personal power.